I'm Jessie Draper, the Valley Girl. Let's talk business. I'm like the Valley Girl. Tim Weingarten is the co-founder and CEO of The Hunt. The Hunt is a community that tracks down the items you're looking for but don't know where to find through user-generated photos. So get hunting! Here we are with Tim from The Hunt. So how are you doing today?
Fabulous.
What is The Hunt?
So The Hunt is we're brand new, and we're really a community that helps you turn the photos you see that help you shop into products. And so the idea is that as you spend time on Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest, Facebook, wherever, more and more you see photos of things that you may want to buy. You could see your friend that's took a photo of her friends, and you see a dress in that photo, and you say to yourself, I love that dress, where can I buy it? Today, there's no good way to find products that match that photo. The Hunt is a community that will track down products that match that photo.
So how does it work? So you, you go, you sign up, like I would go on, I'd sign up.
You don't have to sign up, but if you want to start your own hunt, if you want to solve hunts as a sort of a challenge or for fun, passion, whatever, you come to our site, you create an account. If you're the personality type that's looking for something, then you're the one who starts a hunt. And you take your photo, could be from anywhere. You basically upload it. We have all of these API connections, and so it's really simple. It takes 10 seconds. You describe your hunt. You could say, I'm looking for a blazer like this. I want it to have narrow lapels.
It's a very nice blazer, by the way.
Thank you. And you put in your budget, and you put any kind of characteristics you want. Maybe you want a slightly different color or whatever. And then your hunt gets started. People see it in the most recent feed on the front page of our website. And typically, there'll be someone that's looking at the site who likes to solve these kind of hunts, and we'll see that and be, oh, I saw that at MrPorter.com or something, and they'll go off and find it and add it to your hunt. You'll get an email saying, so-and-so found you a blazer that matches your budget. Here's a picture of it, and then, of course, you can click the link and go see the blazer.
So what encourages people to finish a hunt?
Yeah, so that's where we spend most of our time as product designers and so forth. We've made it so that it's fun. It's partly fun and entertainment. It's partly challenging. It's partly about getting recognition. It's sort of the reward of feeling like you help somebody, feeling like, especially for a woman, feeling like you contribute to someone else's need. Maybe they're going on a date and they wanted to look their best, and you help them find a dress. It feels good to get that recognition, to get that thanks, and so forth. So it's sort of that intrinsic benefit. There's no monetary sort of extrinsic rewards or anything like that.
I like that. It just feels
it's purely
good.
genuine, authentic.
I like helping people. Do you like helping people?
I think everybody does, especially when you get a thanks. I mean, when someone's come to town and they ask you for a restaurant recommendation, you like helping them with where to go. You want to know if they liked it or not. You want to get the feedback. And that's our system. It's very important that the person who started the hunt give that feedback to the people who are helping them with their hunt, whether or not it's the right fit or the wrong fit, whether or not it's too expensive, whatever. The feedback is really important, and we really focus on that.
I was excited when I figured out what the hunt did, because I'm getting married, and I'm making all my bridesmaids wear fascinators. Do you know what fascinators are?
I do not, no.
They're like impossible to find. They're like these little, like, sort of small, I don't know, like clips with a little veil.
Okay.
They're from sort of, say, the 60s or something. But I'm definitely going to use the
If you have a picture, put it on our site, and someone will find it for you. There's actually a lot of wedding-related stuff on the site.
Because it's the kind of thing that there's pictures everywhere, but there's no place to buy them.
That's what the site is perfect for.
So who would you say is your core user, your kind of sweet spot?
It's a young woman who's in her 20s probably.
Okay.
And so
I fit that.
Yeah, there
bill.
you go. Yeah. So it's basically
makes sense.
it's basically 17 to 34. The average age is probably 22, 23. 98% female, as you can imagine. And worldwide, 25% of our traffic comes from international.
That's amazing.
UK, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia are really big for us.
Oh, fantastic.
For whatever reason, it's not like we've done any press in those countries, but we get a lot of traffic from those countries.
You used to be a venture capitalist.
Yeah, I used to be on the other side of the table.
The other side of the table, and now you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So what made you make that change?
I was a venture capitalist for many years, for about 10 years, and I love the world of venture, but what you lack is sort of the camaraderie of a small team that's just in front of the whiteboard every day, putting your collective effort and minds into solving a problem and getting really deep. Venture capitalists are more, I sort of say, it's like being a mile wide and an inch deep, versus at a startup you're sort of a mile deep and an inch wide. And I just found that after I was a VC, I spent some time at a portfolio company that we had backed called Visage Mobile, and Visage was an enterprise software company. We had funded them, and I stepped in as the interim CEO for a while. I ended up being the CEO for 3 years. And I really enjoyed the idea of building something, putting my hands around something, the strategy of going to market.
That's a very natural transition, actually. You kind of were like, oh, they need someone to take over. I'll take over for a bit. And
yeah, it was going to be a couple of months. It turned into a couple of years, and I really enjoyed it.
What's the first thing you hunted for on the hunt?
It was funny. It was a pair of sneakers like this, basically. It was a pair of what I call fashion sneakers, but I saw them on someone on Instagram, actually. When we got the hunt sort of in like alpha, beta, whatever, and it was last May, June, I started the hunt for a pair of sneakers. And the funny thing was, right away, I was like, this is really cool, because someone in like South Korea found me the sneakers. Literally. It was unbelievable. They found
I've actually heard they have great sneakers there.
In South Korea, they have a lot of good shopping.
What's the weirdest thing someone's looked for?
Man, there's some.
Are there any that have surprised you?
There was funny. We were joking. There's one yesterday that was like literally it was a picture of like an octopus decal on a laptop, and it said, "I'm looking for anything octopus themed," and it was like octopus soap. Like the answers that came back were like, you know, an octopus little thing from Jonathan Adler. It was like octopus soap from some soap company. It was like a shirt with octopus. I don't know, whatever reason it's you know, you see, who knew octopus were.
We're gonna see. Octopus may be the next fad. So how would you say? First of all, what is social shopping?
I think just generally speaking, if I had to step back, I would say social shopping, social commerce, community-based shopping, whatever it is, it's really about discovering products and getting input on what you should buy from other people that may or may not be your friends. But
right.
When not, it's a review or it's someone saying, I love this, through a comment or something. It's just getting input from other people. And I think that shopping has always had that. You could you could be in a store and ask the salesperson, what do you think? It's just now it's at a broader scale.
How do you feel like the e-commerce world is changing right now?
At the very top of the purchase funnel, in terms of how you sort of, that inspiration, it's not going to come from sort of a commercial setting. It's not going to come from an ad in a magazine or a display ad or a catalog or visiting a store. It's going to come from sort of interaction online that's through photos. And so in our minds, it's all about photos being sort of the source of what you want to buy, and it's number one. And number two, it's no longer about like seeing a specific item, it's more about the look. Like right. I feel like the future of, especially for fashion, is shopping for looks, styles, trends as more visual in nature. So it's not about text-based search, it's not about going to a search interface, it's about seeing a photo and then translating that photo into a set of products.
Have you seen Twilight?
I've watched a little bit of it.
Have you read Twilight?
I have not read it.
Oh, so good. You should definitely read it.
I'll read that next.
Do you like vampires, or are you afraid of vampires? Or are you a vampire?
I am a vampire. No, I'm more of the guy who's reading the spy novels.
I love spy novels. Yeah. What's your go-to?
I would say, well, certainly anything like Tom Clancy related.
Oh yeah.
I'm into, but you know, for me, it's like
Jack Reacher.
Not
really. It's not so spy, actually.
Yeah. I think anything like sci-fi or spy-ish, I'll read. Okay. Like I just read this amazing book called Nexus that was about sort of. It's like about neural augmentation of like transhuman sort of like, you know.
Crazy.
Yeah, fun stuff.
You read
like
Dune?
I've read that before, yeah.
I was named after a character in Dune, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
What is one piece of advice you would offer a new entrepreneur in a song?
In a song?
Yeah, you have to sing it. I'll sing it with you.
Okay.
So perseverance.
Perseverance. I was trying to think if there's like a Britney song that would go along with it. Toxic.
Perseverance.
Perseverance. Perseverance. You got the.
That was perfect. That was perfect. This is your perseverance dance move. I liked your perseverance dance, but I agree. I think that's like the most important thing.
You have to just look yourself in the mirror and feel like you can walk through walls and just keep on going and believe.
I'm like the Valley Girl.
I'm like Tim Weingarten of The Hunt.
Now you gotta have it in our chair dance party with
the fist pumps.
Fist pump.
And now it's time for your Dits moment.
Okay, so what is one piece of advice?